I guess Kelly Winters applied to get her pension. It's around, from what I understand, it's around $9,000.
Yes, her, two options would be to take her contributions and accumulated interest out in a lump sum, or to wait until, I think it's 2045, to be eligible to get a monthly pension.
Okay.
And she's elected to take a lump sum distribution, and that would be, the calculation is in the back of the packet.
How much is it?
16,225.17, correct?
$16,225.71.
Now, this expense, okay, and I just want to make it very, very clear to the public. This expense is prior to 2008, okay, when Colwyn decided to run a big government, and now we're to the point, and we had not, anybody that sits on this council had anything to do with this bill. I just wanted the public to make that perfectly clear to the public.
My question is, the pension's paying this out, it's not coming out of general fund.
It's
So we're not paying
coming out of the pension?
pension,
Yeah,
it's not our, it's not our.
These are her contributions.
Those are her contributions?
Yes.
Her contributions
We're not-
plus interest.
Plus interest, okay.
It's not
And that's
coming
it,
out of
it's
general
over,
fund.
it's not coming out of
And then
general
she
fund, we
has
don't
no-
have to contribute anything?
No further claim on the.
So, okay, so that sounds like a winner to me. Yeah, anybody have any, I was just expecting that we had to take that, I'm glad you told me that, Martha.
It's from the pension.
Okay,
Probably actually reduces your liability.
yeah, it does in the long term.
Yeah, because we're still contributing.
Well, she's accumulating, well, no, her benefit is accumulated.
Right.
But when she would begin to collect it, she would collect it for the rest of her life. So every year, that future obligation gets calculated into the MMO.
Yeah,
So
so that'll be
when-
cheaper on us.
Yes, your MMO should be positively impacted for the borough as a result of that being an eliminated
that's
obligation.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Any discussion on the motion? No discussion, all in favor? Aye. All right. Any opposed? Three. Okay. Okay. We're on number 6, about the copy machine and the lease.
Yes, the copying machine that's down there in the main office has reached its
Yeah, it's beat.
end of useful life. Yeah, the copies it produces are poor quality. You can see some of them. The printing that it does is poor quality. And we've had people out there, technicians, to work on it, sometimes multiple times in 1 week. So it would be more cost effective, more reliable, better quality to enter into a new lease for a new machine. The new machine would be $150 per month for 60 months, along with a maintenance charge that is based on the number of color and black and white copies that are produced. So that would be billed along with the monthly $150. And the maintenance plan charge is just under 9/10 or 9/100 of a penny, black and white, and 6.064 of a penny for color copies. So if you did 1,000 copies, you might have a couple dollars that you have to pay, in addition to the $150. And then things like scanning and stuff like that, the faxing, that doesn't get any cost added onto it. The maintenance plan includes total copy care on site, And it includes labor, parts, supplies, toner, drums, a free loaner. The only thing that excludes is paper.
Okay. Does
I'll
anybody
make
have-
the motion to approve copy lease agreement with Copy Products of Upper NPA for model CS 305 ICI in accordance with proposal attached to this agreement.
Anybody have a second?
I second that motion.
Okay, any discussion on the motion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Okay. All right, does anybody have anything on the next one? We could just skip it if you don't, if not, we could move on.
The next one is appointing someone to fill the vacancy on council created by the resignation of Councilwoman Tonette Pray. I don't know if anyone wants to
My
nominate her.
personal belief is that appoint the person who got the highest amount of votes. Yeah, I keep,
That was my opinion also.
what's that?
That would be my opinion also.
You know, and that would be Barbara Williams, and she wants to get the signs wrong, but I don't know if she wants to accept it or not, but that's who I want to appoint, the person that got the most votes. And I can't make a motion, I love to make that motion, you know? If
I'll make
not,
that
we can-
motion.
Okay,
I'll make a motion that we appoint Barbara Williams to the seat vacated by Councilwoman Tonette Pray.
any second?
But,
Go ahead.
I just tried to explain the procedure, and that'd be fine. If Ms. Williams is appointed to the seat, it would be to fill out the rest of Councilman Pray's term, which goes to
Right.
the end of 2017. Ms. Williams, I
No.
believe,
No,
No,
No, it goes
to
on
the
at the end of the year, it's a 2-month,
Never mind,
then
I'm
she
sorry.
takes her own
Yeah.
seat,
Yeah.
the one she got
That's
elected
right,
to,
that's right.
which
it's only
is
till
4 years.
15.
yep, never mind. I apologize.
So it'll only be for 2 months.
Then we could get, you know,
Wasn't seconded, right?
yeah,
Second it?
yeah. I can't second
Nancy,
anything.
did you second it?
Okay, yeah,
She don't wanna take the seat, so it's
okay,
not
I should
fair
want to
to
take,
her.
that's
She
okay,
doesn't
you
want the
figure, we'll
seat
get
to take
somebody,
out that
I'm sorry, what'd you
motion.
say?
She doesn't want to.
She's not taking the seat at this
Okay.
present time.
okay, all right, well, we'll just go on.
Just squash it.
We'll just-
Table it. I'll make
Yeah,
a
we can
motion to
table, go ahead, table that motion,
Another motion to.
So there's a motion to table, is there a second to the motion?
to table.
Can I make a motion to appoint somebody else?
But you have anybody else? I mean, I didn't try. I
I
didn't
make
try.
a motion to table it.
Okay.
So there's a motion to table that you're seconding, right?
You're seconding the motion?
Okay.
I would second that.
Vote on the motion to table, all in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? No, okay, we move on to easier ones.
I have a question.
Hold on, wait.
Wait a minute, don't you, because you just went to court, don't you have to have an affidavit?
Ruth,
A signed affidavit, I'm asking the solicitor.
Ruth,
It's
They're
public
not
comment.
appointing
Ruth, it's
her.
not public comment.
They're not appointing her.
Okay, we
Okay.
have an easy one, number 8. We have a couple part-time crossing guards
They don't have to.
and fill-in crossing guards that we have to vote on. and-
There were-
and-
there-
and- We got the most crossing guards in the United States of America. I gotta say that much.
There were 2 crossing guards that the mayor appointed pursuant to an emergency. Police officers, I think he talked with you, Mr. Solicitor, about it. They were to fill in because they had no crossing guards at those spots, and they needed somebody until council could vote on the hiring. And so Mayor Blue did that with 2 crossing guards, 2 people, Janice Petty and Sarah Brigham. And they're now before you for either ratification or rejection of them being hired.
What are they, substitute crossing
Their
guards?
substitute crossing guards is the way that they're
I have
listed on
questions
them.
on these. When were they hired to be substitutes?
They
And
were,
what corners were they supposed to be filling in for whom that constituted an emergency? That's what I'd like to know.
I don't.
I don't know either, Pat. Chief Hills and Mayor Blue.
I know that there was one corner that I heard about a lot, that there was nobody there. But I don't remember, I'm not familiar with the intersections, I can't remember which one it was, but there was one. And that was the one that Ms. Petty was appointed to fill in for. Sarah Brink came, that was brought to my attention just about 2 weeks ago. And I don't know if she's actually been out there doing anything or not.
So are you saying Janice Petty was a substitute for Fourth and Chestnut?
Fourth and Chestnut.
Was that, if that was the empty place that
Okay.
needed somebody?
And we don't know where this Sarah Brink,
Yeah, I'm not sure that she was even
Yeah, she was.
put out there. Was she put out there?
Put out there.
Okay. Same intersection?
No,
Okay.
she's been at, it's a block right before the school, right off of Ellis, Third and
Ellis
Ellis,
Ave,
Third and Ellis.
Third and Ellis.
who is she filling in for?
I mean, to me, these are all substitutes. We already have like.
She's been out there though, she's been out there.
Right, I understand their substitute, but I wanna know what constituted an emergency. Why this never comes to council whenever any crossing guard is hired? It never comes to council, it always comes to council to be ratified. Why can't it come to council before it needs to be ratified?
I know, I found out when they were coming in one day to get uniforms. I just happened to be in the office. I mean, because I never personally, interviewed a crossing guard, or maybe it's not my job,
Well,
but.
we had the whole summer to hire substitute crossing guards.
Uh,
So September comes, now it becomes an emergency because the chief and the mayor does not want to bring it to
Well,
council. I have a big problem with that.
Well,
Because the chief nor the mayor runs this borough.
I know, I know the mayor I thought was gonna be here tonight. We probably could have asked him questions.
I actually spoke to the chief,
Okay,
about those two crossing guards, because I had the same concern, how did they get hired?
okay.
Because the chatter was that they didn't have, background clearances in the office.
Mhm.
And he said he appointed them. And I asked him, well, who made him boss to hire his crossing guards? And why wasn't the other two crossing guards there? He said one was out with an emergency because of her back, and the other one is sickly. Because I had addressed him about them sitting in chairs on the corner. And he said that he allows them to sit in chairs. He allows them to use their cell phones as long as there are no children crossing. I asked him, were there going to be chairs for everybody? And he said if they want chairs, they can have chairs. But he said he personally hired Sarah Brink, and he has her original documents, and they're not in the office.
Is that?
We have
Yeah, but
clearances for all
when I
three
talked to
of
him,
them.
when I talked to him a couple
Well,
weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
From what I heard today,
He said, yeah, he told me personally, out of his mouth to my ears, he had them, and that he gave the office copies. Because their concern was that they didn't have clearances at the point that I talked to him. So apparently he came in and gave them what they needed.
They,
But she's been working more than a substitute, Sarah.
Who is this person? Sean
he's for appointment, he's not hired.
But I know it's two substitutes, they've been working more than 1 or 2 days. It's more than.
So, again, I say, we have an appointment for Deshaun Smith. Why didn't council hire? This is another emergency.
He's not been hired.
He's not been hired
That's
tonight.
what it's on the
Tonight,
agenda
that's
for
what's on the
hiring.
agenda.
So what I'm saying, where is he at? Why isn't council aware of
I know.
That's my question.
I know when we had rumors with the crossing guard,
Yeah.
I called a meeting with the crossing guards to try to tell them that some of the rumors weren't true. And the mayor actually told the crossing guards not to go to the meeting, because they were all going around saying they were getting fired and all that. So I actually had a meeting because I wanted to talk to them, and, and that's what happened to me. Okay, so if I can't get the respect, I don't know if, anybody else is gonna get it. Because I didn't get the respect, and all I did was ask to talk. Because everybody was saying Freddie's firing me, and Freddie's doing this, and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't even get the respect because I showed up, and you showed up at that meeting that night, and none of the crossing guards showed up. And it was somebody told them not to show up, so,
I can make a motion to ratify for the hiring of whoever this Janice Petty is, because that one was considered an emergency, I think. You said she's on 4th and Chestnut, right?
Yes.
I'm not even making that motion either.
Yeah, I think
Because it was an emergency. The girl on 4th and Chestnut had a problem all last year, and I don't understand why every time a crossing guard is hired, it's an emergency.
well, that was
That's
something
total
that,
disregard for council. So y'all can do it. I mean, I'm not making a motion.
I have a question.
go ahead.
How many crossing guards, permanent crossing guards do we have?
Is it 12?
How many substitutes do we have?
Oh, this looks like there's 3
There's
here.
3 substitutes.
No, how many did we have before tonight, before this paper came before us?
Just 12 regulars.
Just 12, and no substitutes at all?
No,
were in that
no
order?
substitutes. These are all people that were substituted in.
Brian hired him.
Why weren't there substitutes to begin with?
I don't know. I know we got a lot of crossing guards. I know that
A lot
every
of
corner's
applications
covered.
downstairs too.
For a council that doesn't give any services, the kids can walk home
Okay, my
without.
other question is then, were these crossing guards that were hired in an emergency, did they have applications in, at the Borough Hall before they were hired?
I didn't know that. I don't know. I know there were applications in there, but I don't know about these specific ones. And, because I didn't do the hiring myself.
I mean, isn't there a procedure where if someone wants to apply for the job, they put an application in, and then if a job opening comes up, the applications that are already on site are reviewed,
Williams
and so
and
we pick from that
Larry
batch?
That's
Before
what
you go
I,
outside that batch?
that's what I would think you would do, but, I mean, I didn't get a call. I personally didn't get a call when these emergencies were done. I didn't get a call from the mayor or anybody else, anybody from public safety to say, well, we're gonna hire these because it's an emergency. Nobody called me.
I was in the office and, a gentleman, an older gentleman came in and said that he was checking on his application that he had put in prior to in the summer. And, Sarita had said to him, have you spoken to Chief Hills? And he says, I don't know who that is, I don't know